It is called the Trent Career Apprenticeship Program. It's short form for TCAP, which is what you're probably going to hear a lot of when you're looking for different job positions or job postings, different kind of promotional things. It'll be referred to as TCAP, mainly because it's a mouthful, Trent Career Apprenticeship Program. Um, so what is TCAP? It's actually brand new to Trent this year. Oh, somebody coming in last minute. There we go. But it actually has been already established at a bunch of different universities. I know McMaster, Western, Queens, they've all been participating in it for several years. And it's been such a success that now Trent is being funded for this opportunity. So it is funded through the Canadian Career Apprenticeship Initiative, another mouthful. They are actually providing the funding for this program. And Careerspace is just making sure that it's going to be run smoothly and helping with the application process. And it's only for humanities and social science undergrad students graduating this spring 2024. So that's a big thing. I know a lot of people were wondering if post-grad or master's students are able to apply. At this point, I believe we're striving to help humanities and social science undergraduate students that are graduating this spring. The apprenticeship is paid. It's going to be 12 months in duration. So it must start May 2024. So there are some cases that students might have a deferred graduation date, or they might just be on a different schedule. So in this case, unfortunately, it does have to start in May because that is where the agreement and contract asks us to start it. So May 2024 is when it's going to start, and it's going to be the full 12 months. And it's only for domestic undergraduates in fourth year. Again, international students, we really want to reach out to as well in the coming years, knowing that this will probably be a big success, and we're going to establish it again next year, most likely if it is successful, which we predict it will. And that will be the international students' opportunity, hopefully, to apply to this program as well. So a little thing, there we go. So some of the things that you need to be aware of, because this is what you are going to need to do in the time being. So the employers we have already reached out to, and we are in talks with them, relaying the information, and they are getting their job positions in order for them to be posted for you to apply to. So with this program, it's very similar to your, if you were to apply to a regular job, cover letter, resume kind of idea, looking on job boards. The only place that TCAP job positions would be posted will be on the Student Experience Portal job board. So that will be where the job positions will be labeled again TCAP. And that's when you will know that that is an apprenticeship opportunity for you. So it even says all job postings labeled TCAP, and it'll let you know it's the apprenticeship. If it's not labeled TCAP, it's just a normal job that is posted on the job board. Okay. The employers that are interested in hiring the humanity and social science undergraduates, they have a deadline of March 27th. So starting today, even, employers can give us a job position that they think is appropriate for the apprenticeship. That will be 12 months in duration, and we will post it for them. But they have until March 27th to do that, to get those job positions in. As of March 27th, whatever TCAP job positions that are on the job board that are listed, that's all that you will see. So that's on the employer side. So what students need to do, starting today, you can even start looking at the student experience job board. There might be some that are coming up fairly soon. You just have to take a look at the TCAP job positions that are posted and apply to the positions that appeal to you. You don't have to apply to all of them. There might be some businesses that we are working with in this program that you are really keen on working with as well. So only put your cover letter and your resume in for the job positions that you are really that appeal to you, that you're really wanting to take a run at it, getting hired at. So right now, what I would suggest, you would have to submit a cover letter and a resume to each position that you're interested in. So you would want to make sure that starting today, if you're interested, well, even if you're not applying to apprenticeships, you should start looking at your cover letter and resume development just to make it suitable for the apprenticeship program. You can reference the TCAP in cover letter. You can reference the TCAP in your resumes if you wherever you see fit. But you should know that there's no limit of the number of TCAP apprenticeship job positions you can apply to. So if all of them appeal to you, you can apply to all of the TCAP job positions. It's not a guarantee that you will be selected for an interview for all of them, but if you want to take your run at it, you are more than welcome to. But you must be really clear that if you're not humanities and social science discipline, you're not qualified, so your application won't even be looked at. So just make sure, take a look at the Trent U Humanities and Social Science courses under the undergraduate. It's quite clear on that webpage, and it has a list of the disciplines that they recognize as humanities and social sciences. And I can show you that afterwards as well if you're having trouble navigating. So once your cover letter and resumes are submitted, they are due April 7th. We try to arrange it so it's not interfering with the exam schedule, knowing that you are still going to have to be studying, but we really don't want to interfere. We want you to focus on exams. So you have until April 7th to apply to any of the TCAP job positions that appeal to you. Once your cover letters and resumes are given to the employers by myself and Careerspace, the employer will then contact you about the interview process if they're interested in giving you an interview. Could be 1 round, it could be 2 rounds. It's absolutely up to the employer. This is where it kind of becomes like a normal process of job applying. They'll contact you saying when is a great time to interview you. You can arrange that interview time. And then what will happen for the employer side and the student side, you will both get the opportunity to rank your top 3 choices for the apprenticeship. So if you got 3 interviews for 3 different apprenticeships, you can then have your hand in saying, this is my first choice, your second choice, your third choice, whereas the employer will also, whoever they're interviewing for those positions, will get a chance to rank their first choice, second choice, and third choice. Careerspace and myself will then take those rankings and we will do our very best to then match you with the employer that you were interested in doing the apprenticeship with. And most of the time it'll work out. Some of the time we will probably still try to contact you and just make sure, oops, go away, thank you. Just to make sure that you are all satisfied with your matchings, okay? So just a little bit of a rundown of the process. There is a timeline. This can have a little bit of wiggle room depending on the employers that get their job positions, because that's where you guys are reliant on those job positions to be posted to apply to. So today and most likely the 18th, I'll do another info session for those that might have missed it. The employer job postings, they have until April 27th to put those job postings on the Student Experience Portal job board. Students can start applying today if they want to, if they see a TCAP labeled job position, but they have until April 7th to get those cover letters and resumes into the job positions that they're interested in. The interviewing won't take place until April 22nd. Again, we tried to make sure that you could focus on your exams. So it's the day right after exams are done, April 21st. So interviewing will start April 22nd all the way until May 3rd. So if the employer wants 1 round or 2 rounds of interviews, they have to make sure that all of the decisions are made no later than May 3rd. Then the employer will then get, we would rank them in between May 3rd and May 10th. We would let the employer know what the rankings and matchings were, and then they would make you a job offer as of May 10th. That way you have a little bit of time between May 10th and your start date, May 15th, for your apprenticeship. The latest that your apprenticeship can start is May 29th. But that, if you are hired by one of the employers, that's something that Careerspace and you and the employer, we can arrange. if you're successful with it. So not a big stress. May 15th is what we're projecting, but if there needs to be a little bit of wiggle room, we can try to sort that out as well. So a lot of times you think about why you want to work with TCAP. I think you guys might have the benefits in your mind as well because you have attended this information session. Speaking as a humanities and social science graduate myself, this is an opportunity just to secure a job right after graduation for 12 months. That is a big win for the communities in Peterborough and Kawartha Lakes, but even for the students. There is a projected 750 graduates in humanities and social science, unless they've deferred or haven't applied for graduation. That's just one university. So the job market's going to be a little bit competitive. So if you can secure a job right after graduation for 12 months, that's a big win, I think. And especially if you want to stay within Peterborough and Kawartha Lake area, it is a great opportunity to get kind of into the workforce, get some hands-on experience, build your resume. And then most of the time, looking at the statistics of the other universities that have participated in this apprenticeship program, approximately 90% of students afterwards have been hired on to the company that they did the apprenticeship with. If they really enjoyed their time with their employer and vice versa, the employer enjoyed the work that the graduate did for them, the opportunity to extend it into a full-time job, permanent, is there for you. Again, so you're not even just securing it for 12 months. It's with the anticipation that maybe you like it and maybe you will get hired on afterwards. And even if it's not what you kind of see yourself doing, you're building your resume and you're making connections and networking within your position. And you get paid. That's also great. You don't have to do the volunteer work to build your resume. You can still do that while also getting paid for the apprenticeship. But I think that again is a big win. So just to keep in mind, there are some upcoming workshops and opportunities that you can seek out to help you with this process. There is an interview skills workshop happening this week on March 14th that will prepare you for when you apply to the apprenticeship job positions that appeal to you. But the main ones would be the March 15th, March 19th, and April 2nd. They are the resume and cover letter workshops. They're the ones that are going to help you finesse your resume and your cover letter in a way for this program to stick out and be appealing to the employer when you apply to them. So I would see if it works within your class schedule. March 15th with the career pair drop-in, they do a lot of resume and cover letter work with you guys. March 19th and April 2nd. Seek that out. If you aren't able to make those workshops because of the class schedule, you are more than welcome to book an appointment with Careerspace. We do have career counseling opportunities or different one-on-one sessions that you are able to book. You just have to email myself or email Careerspace and we can arrange that for you. Just remember to really focus on your cover letter and resume and get them in before April 7th because your mindset will shift to exams. So if you get it done ahead of time, it's kind of a load off of your work. Only 10 graduates are receiving this apprenticeship. So another kind of big thing, get your cover letters and resumes as great as you'd want them, as confident as you feel in them, because if we have more than 10 graduates applying to different job positions, that's where the process of elimination might have to be looked at. So really want to stick out.